2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. And tonight it'll be Philadelphia going up against Washington. Looking at the Wizards, they lost game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And tonight it's a race of thoroughbreds, 2 clubs that can go end to end in a flash. What is it that makes these teams so good in transition?
THTA. TDI.
And what does that mean?
They have athletes to do it.
I knew what that meant.
Good ball handlers and good finishes, man. THT,
Not only that, they spend a lot of time perfecting it. The moment they get the ball, PLTP. They look to push.
WSIDTKH FTC. We send it down to Kevin Hart.
To the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter David Ulrich. The Washington Wizards come to this one following a loss to the Timberwolves. They battled and battled, but could not pull it off at the end. Guys losing by just a single point.
And you know, you have to feel terrible about how that thing turned out. I mean, the game was really going about as expected until they just gave up that huge surge there late in the game, totally lost momentum, and ended up losing it.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, Vernon Morris are the forwards. All out there with Jody Meeks, and it's Mahimi at the 5 spot. Here's Wall after Ben Simmons' bucket. Morris a screen. Wall dishes to Morris. Well, the NBA has some great advanced scouts who know how to help a team prepare for an opponent. When you play, Chris, what kind of information would you be given with a team that was coming up on the schedule or the game that night that was important for you?
Well, wow, my rookie year, I remember the first time I got a scouting, the playoff scouting reporting. I had to understand how many times the player I was playing against would shoot over his right shoulder as opposed to his left shoulder. The percentage of the times he liked him on the left box as opposed to the right box. And really just knowing the guys and understanding the habits. And so you really need that. It gives you confidence because, as I said, you can't check one player. It's just so hard to do. So what do you have to do? You have to check their tendencies. So maybe you can beat him to the spot that he likes before he can, because if he gets there, he's just going to destroy you. Scouting reports are everything, but understand, opposing team.
Did you keep, Chris, a mental notebook, or would you have a notebook that you would write in to keep track of these players, the guys you would face?
I had a mental notebook. The teams would give us physical notebooks, but I would just kind of read them and make my mental notes. You get to see guys so often that if you don't kind of understand who a player is that night before you play, it might be too late.
Ball passes to Meeks. Porter kicks to Morris. Porter against Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And out of Porter came into the NBA, he really didn't have a shot to force opponents out on. Now, Chris, he's worked on it. He's transformed himself into one of the better shooting forwards out there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if teams didn't get the memo or what, but for a while they were still giving Porter those shots, and he was knocking them down. His field goal percentage from the floor and behind the arc have both taken huge leaps forward over the past few years.
Throw good. Porter.
You know, the versatility of Porter is huge. I mean, he's an outstanding perimeter defender, in addition also to being a proven scorer.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Took some time to develop. Although Porter is starting to put everything together. He was considered a bit of a project when he came into the NBA, drafted third overall, but all the promise is now being fulfilled as he is a great do-it-all forward.
And that one's good. Simmons.
They've come out of the locker room. His out. 4 for 4 to start the night.
Wall dishes to Meeks. Morris a screen and a wide open look for Porter. And another miss by Washington. And you forget at times that Otto Porter was taken third overall, Chris, as you mentioned. He showed great development. He's had a big jump in play year after year.
Yeah, but so often guys who are considered projects that are picked early, they never develop. Porter was a risk, but made sure he lived up to his draft spot.
So it's Washington now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 76ers moving the ball around. There's a screen. Passes to Primetime. Watch it fly. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Primetime's got his second basket of the game. Wizards trail by 6. Outside, Wall. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Here's Meeks. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Will it go? And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Meeks.
But he really can't do anything else defensively. Wall is an all-star caliber player. He's skilled at knocking down these difficult type shots.
Here's Primetime. He had 34 points in the win against Cleveland.
Okay, 4 steals on the night. He relished being a major disruption on the defensive end.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game. Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And you look back to last season, the Wizards started slow, but something clicked for them halfway through the year, Chris, and they were able to turn things around.
Well, just with all the talk about how the Wizards should be built, it seems like they pulled it together. They took some time to get things right with the new coach, and the lead stripe on the team disappeared once they started winning.
And so he hits both.
He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
Wizards trail by 8. All with it. 23 points for him in the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Kevin, and he was nasty on defense as well with 4 big steals on the night.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Washington's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Kicks it to Morris. Ball stolen. And Washington again with the bucket.
Always like when Morris pulls up on the defense. I mean, he loves hitting them with his deadly jumper off the dribble.
Now let's find out what head coach Scott Brooks had to say to David Owen. DA.
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. We're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. So it's the Wizards now. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. He dishes it to Porter. Mahinmi with the screen for Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Over Simmons. Again, the Wizards score.
Look at how Porter just exploits that screen and roll that time. He's always prepared to shoot off the pick.
Here's the bodyguard, covered by Wall. Wall with the steal. I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
Free throw, no good.
Well, when the question of who has the best handles comes up in the NBA, John Wall should be in the conversation. Of course, Irving and Curry might be at the top, but Wall isn't far behind. He can absolutely lose a guy with one of his crossover behind the back, flip up, down, zip-zap moves.
And he's good on the second.
What about the versatility of Wall? I mean, he's a nightly double-double. He continues to get better.
They set the pick. The pass to Primetime. Porter against Simmons. Over Porter. Rebound by John Wall. And Chris with Wall. In his dribbling ability, one advantage he has is that he's able to do great things on the floor at full speed.
Well, I could think of several examples where Wall just left his defender in the dust at half court. Such a fluid behind the back move with his speed, the defenders are so hard for them to check.
Here's Porter. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Here's the bodyguard. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Cleveland. Here's Primetime. Here's the bodyguard. The machine tipped back in for 2. The machine's got his second basket of the night.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Mahinmi a screen. Outside, Wall. Porter against Simmons. Mahinmi a screen. There's Porter with the 3. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. They set again. And Mahinmi lays it up and in.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you what it's like. Football, having 3rd and 13 and then running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. And so often there are some players who have one unstoppable move or something that they'll lean on if their team needs a basket. What did you feel your go-to move was when you were playing?
You know, I've said this many times. I just felt like my go-to move was just get a bucket. And so it depended on where I was on the floor. You know, I love the jump hook from the left block looking in, my 15-foot jumper, 17-foot jumper. I felt that if I came off a pick and roll and I caught the ball live, I could drive or I could shoot the jumper that if you were a big fella, you were at my mercy. And so, you know, those were really my spots on the floor to really try to do damage. So, you know, it's just about the point guard, the team that you're playing with, where shooters are on the floor, in case you get double teamed, and just kind of knowing your game. So I felt comfortable many spots on the floor, and depending on what spot on the floor, time and possession, that's where I was going to go and just try to be successful.
I always felt you read well. You reacted well after your read.
Yeah, because, you know, I grew up on teams where coaches, you know, would want me to do the correct play, and just because you can shoot the jump hook, your favorite shot over two people, but if you have a wide open, great knockdown shooter in the corner, you're supposed to make that pass. And so that's what I mean about, you know, what's your favorite move? It really depends on where I was, because a lot of times it was to get my shot first, and then if I knew the defense was coming, it was to identify where that next guy was going to be. So if I didn't score, I was going to get the ball to the guy that was. It was an easy way to kind of control the pace and play for the game from the constitution.
And B, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And here's Oubre. Playing so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Washington gets it back. Gortat, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Robert Covington's checked in for the bodyguard. Philadelphia leading by 4. That's the baddest one. Back to Simmons. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 on the shot clock. Again, Embiid missing.
Even with the miss, that's a jumper he'll keep taking, as long as they keep leaving him open.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Baddest one, passes to Embiid. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And the 76ers lead by 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Over to the wing. There's a screen by Gortat. Frazier kicks to Gortat. It's stolen by Sharks. Here's Simmons, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Washington.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
That's good from Simmons.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
And he can't hit the second. Wizards trail by 7. Frazier kicks to Scott. Back to Frazier. Right side wall. He feeds it to Oubre. Simmons against Frazier. The shot from 20 feet away. Here's Gortat. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid on. Simmons passes the baddest one. Simmons against Frazier. An easy layup after coming off the pit. 9 points for Ben Simmons.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Oubre dishes to Frazier. Scott against Sharich. Back to Scott. Tips it up.
Look how fast Wall got that move. I mean, when his teammates have a clean shot at the basket, he's going to find it.
Outside, Simmons takes the 13-footer, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Simmons got 11 points.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Outside, Wall. Good work there as it goes.
He's giving him a nice lift this quarter. Shots are falling.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's Pattis one. What a tremendous game.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. So it's Washington now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Words out with a screen on Simmons. Frazier kicks to Scott. Scott missing again. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Dishes it to Covington. Embiid against Gortat. Here's Simmons. Knocked loose. And so it's Philadelphia in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action after this word. Everyone, a lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
Here's Oubre. Last game he had 12. We've got Robert Covington, and Embiid is out there with Sharich. It's DJ McConnell, and it's Reddick at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
Yeah, Kelly Oubre, the first rounder out of Kansas. I mean, he's a player that still has some development to do. He's right in open court, needs to be more consistent.
Here's Embiid. That shot, no good. And it's Washington the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Frazier outside. Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the lane. And for Kelly Oubre, the shot is coming along. He has been taking more threes, Chris, but it's just a matter of time probably being able to do it for long stretches in a game.
Yeah, different players take different amounts of time to figure that out. He needs the confidence to take his man off the dribble. Slowly, he's starting to trust himself.
Now here's Frazier. Fires the 3. And rebounded by Covington. Philadelphia leading by 4. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Another miss by Philadelphia. Washington's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So Oubre, no one around him. And Washington again with the bucket. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Embiid the screen. Down low. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of work.
Now, here's Oubre. Taking a look at his stands. He's averaging around 7.5 points a game. On the wing. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his third rebound on the night. Sharge outside. Shoots over Gortat. And there's Sharge on the assist from McConnell. Sharge has got his first 2 points. Wizards trail by 4. And Wall kicks to Frazier. Feeds it to Oubre. Back to Frazier. There's the pick. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Morris is checked in for Gortat. Porter comes in for Oubre. And it's Jody Meeks in for John Wall. Now here's Frazier. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Morris with a screen on Embiid. 5 to shoot. Smith with it. Now defended by Embiid. Pretty open look there. Morris has got 8 points.
Wow, Morris is a great stretch 4. Spaces the floor beautifully. You can't lose him out in the floor.
McConnell passes to Reddick. Lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going out.
Morris kicks to Smith. There's the pick. Screen by Smith. Frazier dishes the Porter. And it's blocked. Now Reddick. 8 points his last outing. It's up a 3. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 6.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes. And they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Wizards trail by 7. Frazier outside. Morris a screen. Smith sets the pick for Porter. Off the screen. It's a big high bounce and goes in.
That's a tough size matchup there. He takes advantage of it from there.
McConnell with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. It's taken away by Smith. And here we go. Washington fast break. Meeks. Good.
Well executed. And then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the 3-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
And the rejection by Smith. And Reddick kicks to Embiid. Screen by Sharge. And Embiid gets it to go. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
Frazier outside. Smith sets the pick for Porter. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. To the wing on the left. For 3, Covington. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Covington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Frazier kicks to Meeks. The dish to Porter. Smith with a screen on Embiid. And Porter, here we go. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Porter's got 9.
The high release of Porter helps on these contested shots. A talented scorer, even when the D is on.
McConnell passes to Embiid. Over Smith. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that move. It's everything working together.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does break. Here's Embiid. Misses the 3.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
Now here's Frazier. He's covered by McConnell. Frazier kicks to Smith. And the 3 off target. The 76ers leading by 6. Sharge. Rebound by Smith. And here's Frazier. Morris, a screen. It's stolen by Sharks. Here's McConnell. He's had some playing time, but no score yet from him. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of fight, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
Chris, you certainly played with some colorful characters during your career. Which players do you think are the biggest personalities now in the NBA?
Wow, I mean, when you think about the biggest personalities now, I mean, I think about a guy like Westbrook that's so soft-spoken, but his game is so loud that, you know, you have to take notice. Draymond Green, I think he's always been a guy that has never shied away from a microphone or the limelight. He's another guy that comes to mind. And so, and I think, you know, you always have to look at LeBron just because he garners so much attention, just because what he does is always going to be headline news, that he has fun with it. And so those three guys come to mind when I think about the biggest personalities in the league.
Now here's Frazier. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Wizards shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game. Free throw is good, and Philadelphia making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Philadelphia leading by 6. Now, here's McConnell. Passes it to Primetime. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And the Wizards with possession, trailing here by 8. Frazier outside. Here's the screen. Porter kicks to Meeks. Hits it from three-point range. Meeks got 5 points now this quarter.
Like the vision from Porter, not just looking for his own shot, constantly looking to get it to the open man.
Now the pass to Primetime. Here's Simmons. For the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Wizards trail by 7. Now Frazier. Outside Porter. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Porter is an athletic player, someone who forces contact on his way up.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And the 76ers with some changes. Baddest ones checked in for Redick. And the bodyguards subbed in for T.J. McConnell. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The 76ers leading by 6. Simmons passes to Baddest one. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
You gotta admire the hard work by Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
And Chris, you've been working as an analyst now for quite some time. Do you feel that how you view and enjoy the game has changed as you've transitioned from being a player on the floor to the booth?
You know what? I've learned a lot, and I've learned to look at the game a different way, but I look at the game the same way. I think the onus is on the player to execute what the coach and the GM puts out there for you to do, for you not to become a one-dimensional player, for you to improve in the summertime. That's the only time you can improve. And when you don't come back and you don't improve, it's obvious that you have the same glaring weaknesses that you had the year before. Even if you're not on the team that can compete for a championship, you want to make sure that you compete for a championship, that you compete for an all-star, that you compete to have your name out there. And so a lot of times we'll watch some of those teams, and I love seeing that they compete or if they laid it down early in the season. So, no, I would say that really what gives me an advantage is that the way that I looked at the game, and hopefully, you know, that gives me a unique perspective when I'm out there trying to talk to other basketball heads like myself.
Now here's Frazier. The feed now to Meeks. Outside Porter. Frazier left side. He kicks it to Scott. It's blocked. Simmons passes to the body. It's stolen by Frazier. Pass to Meeks. There's a good screen. A baseline J. Shot is good for the 76ers lead. It's got down to just 6 points on the bucket from Frazier.
Well, he just looks more engaged this second quarter. A far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
Here's the bodyguard. Rebound, Washington. Outside Porter. Scott kicks to Frazier. Meeks on the wing. He dishes it to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Miami a screen on Simmons. Here's Porter. Rebound by the 76ers. The Machine's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the bodyguard. Frazier covering. And he's good on the 3-ball. The bodyguard's got the lead up to 9 now in the 76ers. Washington's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Miami a screen. Meeks inside the 3-point line. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Meeks got 7 points for the quarter. Pass to prime time. 1:30 left to play here in the half. Jump to finish it off. Beauty.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. Frazier with it. He's got 6. They set the pick. Kicks it to Meeks. Frazier right side. And the call will be against Primetime. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
Johnson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Wizards also changing it up. Gortat's checked in for Scott. Oubre comes in for Porter. And John Wall subbed in for Tim Frazier. Now here's Wall. 10 points for him. He feeds it to Meeks. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Meeks got a pair of triples in the second now for the Wizards. The bodyguard passes to Battiston. From deep three-point range. But they'll get another chance. Johnson the screen. Moves back up. And he gets the jumper and drop. That's now 8 points for Battiston.
And they have been really active on the boards this quarter. Those second chance points are keeping them in the game.
Wall kicks to Mahinmi. There's the screen. Dishes to Meeks. Feeds it to Oubre. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this in your team.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. We went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with a win.
Yeah, dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the board.
Yeah, that was the focal point for them. Running a number of guys to the glass allowed them to completely overwhelm their opponent.
With possession, 8-point game.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that.
Yeah, coming off a good pick, you want to get that.
Look at that shot! Oh! And so we wrap up the first half. 76ers on top, up by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points and 3 rebounds. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, you know, I like this guy because he went to LSU. Love what I saw from Ben Simmons in the first half. He went crazy. 6'10.4, whose game has shades of a young LeBron.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
Oh, it's like found money, completely unexpected, but it feels great when it happens.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Porter and Morris are the forwards. Jody Meeks out there with Wall, and it's Mahinmi at the 5 down low. Philadelphia leading by 11.
And J.J. Redick with the prototype when it comes to his release point on that jump shot. So quick off the catch. Always has his feet set and squared and ready to deliver that dagger.
Meeks dishes the Wall. Morris a screen. Outside, Wall. 4 on the clock. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Washington. Hey, Greg, with Reddick, that great shooting form he has is one of the reasons his game has aged so well.
And a lot of people wondered if Reddick would be able to last in the NBA when he was drafted. Might have one of the longest careers of that draft class. Just keeps producing at any age.
Mahimi a screen. Outside, Wall. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. For 3, Covington, good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one. Wizards trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Wall, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Wizards.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Here's McConnell. Screen by Sharch. Puts up a 3. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by McConnell. McConnell's got 5 assists tonight.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
And Wall kicks the quarter. There's the dish to Mahimi. Sharch against Morris. Back to Mahimi. Just 5 on the clock. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Morris.
Morris is excellent at cashing in on the catch and shoot. I mean, he's terrific at firing off the pass.
Covington with it, now guarded by Porter. If it counts. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. We'll see what they run coming out.
And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Outside, Wall. Passes it to Morris. And there's a call on Dario Saric. That is his first foul of the game. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Ian Mahimi. Jason Smith. minutes into the second half.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
And here's McConnell. It's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. In transition, here come the Wizards. Porter's running, got that one up quick. Porter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Wizards. McConnell with it. He's picked up by Wall. Embiid the screen. McConnell kicks the charge, and the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Wall.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Otto Porter. Over the last month, getting it done. 9th in shooting percentage, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from three, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Credit with the bucket.
They're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Morris. Shoots over Embiid. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on D as well.
Well, you look at Markieff Morris, and you see a player, Greg, who is finally meeting his potential.
And you know what? Give credit to Morris because he's fallen in line with the team and the staff here. I think he's always had the talent to be an impact player. It just took a structured situation for him to really flourish, and I think he's found a home here in Washington.
Free throw good for Morris. And the 76ers with some changes. The Machines checked in for Joel Embiid. The bodyguard comes in for J.J. Redick. And Simmons subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And Morris drops them both.
You know, they used to say Markieff Morris was once a locker room distraction. He's found a home here. He seems more at peace with the situation. He's putting up solid numbers at the forward spot.
Here's Covington. He's got 8. Shoots from 12. Here's the Machine. And the rejection by Smith. Meeks passes the Wall. Rebound by the 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. We talked to Markieff Morris about those times in Phoenix. He and Coach Hornacek still talk as they went their separate ways. Seems it was just a bad situation for everyone.
Oh yeah, you want to see his ship everywhere on the last shot. Glad Morris just put that behind him. And they were just to concentrate on playing basketball.
Oh, Morris in position.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside, Simmons. There's the pass to the bodyguard. They get a hand on it. Pass to the Machine. Simmons with it. Now Smith defending. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And Simmons is a purebred scorer, a dominant offensive talent who can score in so many ways.
To the inside. It's stolen by Sharks. Here's the bodyguard, and he turns it down.
He's going to put that one in his grapple. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Morris right side. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Something affected him on that shot, but it wasn't a defense.
Outside, Simmons. And it's the Machine with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Markieff Morris. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Frazier in for Jody Meeks. Wizards trail by 13. Time call here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Outside, Scott. Nice ball movement by Washington. There's the feed to Wall. With the teardrop. Now here's Simmons. He's got 17. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. First one calls for. Some changes for Philadelphia. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Jaric. And prime time subbed in for Robert Covington. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Gortat's checked in for Jason Smith. Second free throw, no good. Wizards trail by 14. Oubre kicks to Frazier. Right wing. Pass to Oubre. He dishes it to Scott. From deep, Wall. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Look, that matches his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 in the first, now he's got 1 in the second.
Here's the bodyguard. 10 points for him. Here's Prime Time. Nails it with a hand in his face. Prime Time's got 15 points.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You see, he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Highlight reel play all the time. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Kicks to Frazier. Off the pick. That's tipped. Now Simmons. 18 points for him. Pass to the machine. On the arc. It's hauled in by Frazier. Wizards trail by 15. He kicks it to Wall. Oubre with it. Outside, Scott. He feeds it to Frazier. 5 to shoot. Here's Oubre. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Up top, Holmes. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Here's Wall. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Frazier left side. To the paint. Knocked away. And stolen by Simmons. All with the steal. To the wing right side. Frazier. Off target from three-point range. Philadelphia leading by 16. Here's the bodyguard. Finds himself wide open and drills it. The bodyguard's got 4 points this quarter.
I love how Simmons sets the floor. So good at spotting his teammates for a high percentage shot.
Washington calls timeout. Well, guys, we're getting it done. It's prime time.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
For a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the machine. Robert Covington comes in for prime time. TJ McConnell, he's checked in for the bodyguard. And Baniswan subbed in for Simmons. He's checked in for Washington. Jody Meeks comes in for Frazier.
Wall is great at using his body inside. Isn't afraid to throw his weight around down there.
Dishes it to Covington. To the left wing. Here's Baniswan. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Wizards trail by 18. And Wall kicks to Mahinmi. Trying his luck deep. Offensive rebound. And it goes down 2 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And here's McConnell. The pass to Baniswan. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
A lot of players who are the age of Gortat are starting to slow down a bit. He's bucking that trend and continues to produce well. A very steady presence for his team in the paint.
Clearly a foul.
Chris, with Gortat, as you mentioned, he's right up there in age, but he's still doing what he's done his whole career.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to do with just how efficient Gortat has been as a scorer his whole career. He knows exactly what he can do and can't do in the paint when he's facing up. He has a career field goal percentage that's around 55, but that's very strong numbers for him.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. That's off as well, so he misses both. Philadelphia leading by 19. Here's Baniswan, 13 points in the game. No good on that one. Wall with some nice defense. Washington's got the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Feeds it to Mahinmi. The dish now to Meeks. Back to Mahinmi. Nice ball movement by Washington. Wall, no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Well, rebound by Gortat.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
There's a screen by Gortat. From 12 feet out, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's now 7 points for Kelly Oubre. Philadelphia's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Here's Battis one. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket no matter what D he's faced with. He averages about 31.5 points a game. From deep three-point range, no good, trying to beat the buzzer. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 17. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Philadelphia leading by 17. They've got Embiid, Deshaun Holmes out there with Robert Covington. It's TJ McConnell, and it's Simmons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Lets it fly. No good off the front iron. Now here's Wall. Pass to Oubre. Back to Wall. To the middle. Here's Gortat. Got a hand on it.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. That he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
And Embiid gets it to go.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Simmons against Wall. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
It's so tough to slow down Wall. Once he has a head of steam behind him, you got to foul or you hope he misses.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Wall. And the 76ers with some changes. Primetime's checked in for Rashad Holmes. Battis one comes in for TJ McConnell. And the bodyguards subbed in for Robert Covington. Then for the Wizards, Markieff Morris comes in for Gortat. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Oubre. And so John Wall nails both of them. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's the bodyguard. Passes it to Primetime. Shoots the three. Morris with the rebound.
He hit a 3 in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Got that one up quick, and that's 20 points for Ben Simmons.
And really with Simmons, the guy just has everything, including the soft mid-range jump shot.
Embiid against Mahinmi. Now the feed to Morris. On the money from 12 feet away. Morris has got 13 points in the second half. Here's the bodyguard, covered by Wall. The bodyguard passes to Embiid. And the shot goes in. And the 76ers lead by 19.
He's definitely been a different player this second half. He's shooting lights out now, much different after a tough first half.
Now Mahimi over in the corner, Meeks. 5 on the clock. Morris kicks to Porter. Over Simmons. And there's Porter on the assist by Morris. 14 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Oh, I like watching Porter fill it up from the mid-range, demonstrating a nice touch from the in-between area of the floor.
Simmons on the wing. There's the pick. Fires the three. But they'll recover it. And Morris comes over to help. Pass to Simmons. Second chance shot. The pass, the baddest one. From deep. The long distance squeeze there.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. That's a big-time three.
Washington calls timeout, and the game and the culture of basketball has so many subsets. One of those is the basketball shoe culture, sneaker culture. Players competing almost as much, Chris, for style points as they are for actual points.
Oh, yeah, and I love to say that I was part of that culture, with the black socks and with some different shoes that I've had at the NBA. It's a lot of fun, man. It's something that your fans can relate to. It's something personal. It shows a personal side of what you have, your type of design. So, you're very fortunate if you get your own kick deal, and I was fortunate. It's a lot of fun, and the fans love it.
Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
Checked in for Embiid. Outside, Wall. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Meeks kicks to Porter. 5 on the clock. Outside, Wall. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
That's a brutal giveaway. A pass to no man's land.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. There's a good screen. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Well, the league has begun a program to crunch the numbers and learn how to reduce player injuries. It's just getting started, but Chris, exciting to think that we'd be able to cut down on that part of the game.
Oh, yeah. You're talking to a guy that suffered injuries most of my career. I'm glad that we have more information now as far as, looking on the bench. You have player tracking cameras, the nutrition. You have more research and flexibility and strength. And so now it can all be measured. And as long as the player-doctor relationship is kept in privacy, I think it'll make a big difference.
Wizards have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Morris outside. He dishes it to Mahimi. They set the pick. Mahimi a screen. Mahimi a screen on Simmons. Clock at 6. And again, Washington no good. Philadelphia leading by 23. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
They can't shake him. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
Porter with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Mahimi a screen. Looking to end the run. The putback.
Doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
You're exactly right. Just has a nose for the ball. It senses exactly where he needs to be.
And the rejection by Mahimi. Outside, Wall. Kicks it to Meeks. Nice ball movement by Washington. He feeds it to Wall. And Wall slams it home.
We all know Wall loves putting on the show. He has some ridiculous dunks up his sleeve.
Outside, Simmons. The machine passes to the body. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. The Wizards have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Meeks, good.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Pass to the machine. It's stolen by Morris. Now, here's Meeks. He's tightly guarded. Morris with the screen for Wall. He kicks to Morris. 18 feet out. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Primetime's got his 4th rebound in this one. Simmons passes to Primetime. Wall grabs the board.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip when he throws the shot off.
The NBA coaching ranks always looked at and scrutinized. Only 30 great jobs out there in the league, and yet they're on the firing line, it seems like, every season. Chris, what enables head coaches, in your opinion, to be successful? And has that changed over the years?
Well, I think what allows you to be successful, first of all, what is your acumen for the game? Can you communicate? Can you inspire players? Are you a humble guy? And, I think those are the main things that you have to have as a coach. But look, players get traded all the time. Everybody's under pressure. So, just got to do your best and keep them moving.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And then for Washington, Morris is checked in for Mike Scott. Jody Meeks comes in for Matt. And it's John Wall in for Satoransky. And Washington has possession. Puts it up off the inbound. And there's the play by Morris inside. Morris has got 23 points. Here's Baddest one. He's guarded by Meeks. Baddest one passes to Primetime. Here's Baddest one. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Out of bounds will be 76ers ball. Gorton's checked in for Washington. And here are the 76ers now. Here's Primetime. Offensive rebound. Gorton with the steal. All with it. Chris, bench celebrations can be seen as showing up the other team. Is there a balance in your mind of how players can celebrate without maybe rubbing it in the other team's face?
I mean, this isn't baseball. If basketball was baseball, if we hit a home run, then we could trot, turn around, spin. We don't, you have respect for your players by how hard you play against them, by preparing for them, by, not playing dirty. But basketball, no. The culture is in the parks. The culture is with guys that play, and the benches have as much fun. I love watching the benches go crazy. Think of how hard those guys on the bench work all season long and may never get in. What's wrong with being hyped for your teammates? No, I don't think it should be turned. I love it. Actually, I think some of these benches need to turn it up even more. Hopefully, we get a better show on the bench.
The Machines checked in for Philadelphia. Morris drops them both. The 76ers leading by 18. Here's the bodyguard, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Chris, traditionally, we've had the standard 1 through 5 spots on an NBA team, but it seems more and more GMs and coaches are going away from labeling a player to one of those spots, like positionless basketball. Are we going to see more of that? Is it going to work its way around to another level? How do you view that?
Well, I just think that the game is evolving, and I think right now you have to have a certain skill set to play, and that means you have to be able to dribble, pass, shoot, and defend. If you think about it, we had players that could just defend, couldn't dribble or throw a ball in the ocean. Well, that really can't work anymore, and you have to have players with the total skill set regardless of size. I do think, though, that you'll always have to have positions. I hated how we took the center out of the All-Star game. You never see in baseball, they say, it's okay, you don't have to have a center fielder, you can just put 2 left fielders in there. You still have to identify a position, and for the tradition and the honor of the game, I say we do that. But we got some pretty big guys and some pretty great guys. So what would you call Dirk Nowitzki? Is he a 5? He's 7 feet tall. Is he a 4? Is he a 3? It doesn't matter. He just has game. What do you call Kevin Durant? A 7-foot flamethrower? I mean, he's a center, a power forward. I don't know what you call him, but I know that size or positions are no more defined by height. They used to be defined by height. 7 foot and up centers, 6'9" and up power forwards. Now you have 6'9" and up point guards. So I love the fact that the game's evolving, but I think the 5 best players are just going to play, but you're going to have every single size because right now skill set is on.
Baddest one, Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping him. The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
Passes to McConnell. The train kept alive.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Porter kicks to Meeks. Dishes the wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. Morris a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the jam.
This is what I'm talking about, the mindset of Porter. When he's driving inside, he wants to dunk it hard every time.
Now, here's McConnell, covered by Wall. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Starch is checked in for prime time. Here's Baddest one. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Baddest one's got 6 in the quarter.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
And Meeks kicks to Porter. Moore is a screen. And Porter, here we go. It's tipped. Here's Simmons, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. Well, there have been some questions regarding the NBA's playoff format, Chris, if the division by conference is a good thing, or if we should open it up to even more teams. Should we even have divisions? If you were going to change anything, what might you change in the playoff format in any way?
Well, I'll tell you this, I would not add more teams. Please. I mean, if you're going to add more teams to watch more bad teams, right. No. If you can't win almost 50% of your games, no way.
Agreed.
I did hear one thing that was kind of interesting is that what if you ranked the teams 1 through 16 in the playoffs? So that, yes, I still believe in divisions.
Right.
Because I want the season to matter. Divisions, championships that matters for a fan base, those type of things matter. So I want to keep those in there. But if you did 1 through 16 that way, so the last 2 teams didn't have to play the best competition until the end, I just think that might be interesting. You never know what type of matchups you may have. But I think we've been having some great basketball in the last last 15 years. So I don't know if necessarily we really need to change anything about the playoffs.
Interesting observations. McConnell passes to Johnson. And here's Simmons for three. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Wall. Feeds to Morris. In the corner, Gortat with it. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Wall outside. Drains the three-pointer. Wall's got 27.
Look, Wall could be one of the most dangerous scorers in the game, especially when he gets hot. Keep hitting the rock.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
Morris is screen. Wall dishes to Morris. Over Johnson. Morris, no good. Philadelphia leading by 19 points. Here's Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And every player out there has a story about falling in love with the game. Chris, when did you fall in love with basketball? What was it like playing basketball as a kid?
Wow, it's so hard to remember when you first fall in love with basketball. There's so many great moments and great stories that you hear, but probably playing on the playground and seeing all the guys laughing and hearing the music and hearing the guys say check up the next game and smelling the sweat and seeing guys play physical. That's probably what it was, and then being able to play at a great gym called St. Cecilia in Detroit and then watch all the other players that played before us come in, the Isaiahs, Magic Johnson, Spencer Haywood, Terry I mean, you get to watch these guys play. Derek Coleman, Steve Smith. I could go on all day. Mark Makins, Terry Mills. I could just keep going. It was so fun watching these guys play. So, to me, I fell in love with it as a kid. But every instance, every memory that I have made me fall in love with it that much more. How can you not fall in love with the greatest game ever played?
Well said.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Ben Simmons.
But the big thing was, if he had an open look, he drained it. He didn't let any of those easy chances get away from him.
It's interesting to see the impact of technology on the game, too. I heard LeBron James, a lot of players now review footage on a tablet when they check out their play.
Well, yeah, you know, back in the older days, a lot of us went to the locker room and you would go in the room and watch it on video. So it's the same type premise. It's just that, you know, technology is better today. I mean, every guy wants to do it. You want to know what you're doing well, what you're doing wrong. You're all a coach on the floor. You're the quarterback, and LeBron especially is the quarterback of his offense. So it doesn't surprise me before that he studied tape.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. And Philadelphia making a change here. Covington's checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Saransky's checked in for Jody Meeks. Now, here's McConnell. Frazier covering. McConnell kicks to Redick. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Frazier. Again, the Wizards good for 2. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And it's over for the drive.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Frazier kicks to center ice. Knocks it loose and stolen by Reddick. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Six on the shot clock. 76ers need to get off a shot, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Frazier outside. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.